Ever wish you could just snap your fingers?
Yeah.
Have like a sparkling clean car without lifting a finger.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of the magic of mobile auto spas, and that's what we're diving into today. We're going to be dissecting a podcast episode all about starting a mobile auto spa business. So if you've ever, I don't know, dreamt of being your own boss, or you love cars, or maybe just appreciate a good detail, you're in the right place.
What I find really fascinating is how this business model taps into something we all crave. Like convenience. Think about it. We order everything online these days, even groceries, so why not car care?
Yeah, why not? The podcast episode actually mentions that the mobile car wash and detailing market is expected to grow by like a whopping 10% annually over the next few years.
Yes.
So it's not just a cool idea. It's a smart business move too, but it's more than just a basic wash and vacuum.
Well, absolutely not. We're talking full-on luxury detailing, like interior shampooing, leather conditioning, paint correction, ceramic coatings. It's like bringing a high-end spa experience directly to your customer's driveway.
Okay, so I'm sold on the concept. But why is this a particularly good business idea right now?
Well, the podcast episode lays out 4 main reasons. Okay, so first, it has incredibly high demand. I mean, in the U.S. alone, there are over 290 million registered vehicles. And everyone wants their car to look good.
Right.
But let's be honest, who actually has the time to spend an afternoon at the car wash?
Not me. I'd much rather have someone come to me,
Yeah.
especially if they're using eco-friendly products.
Exactly. That's the second reason this is such a smart move. Mobile auto spas often use waterless washes and biodegradable cleaners. Not only is this better for the environment, but it also really resonates with consumers who are looking for sustainable options.
That's a good point. I feel like people are way more conscious of their environmental impact these days. It's not just a trend anymore, it's a way of life.
Right. And for a business owner, this is a huge advantage. You're not just offering a service, you're offering a solution that aligns with people's values.
Yeah. So we've got high demand and eco-friendly appeal. What else makes this such a winning formula?
So the third reason is the low startup cost. You don't need a fancy storefront or expensive equipment, like a traditional car wash. Your main investment is a reliable vehicle, high-quality detailing supplies, and some marketing savvy.
Okay. But what about the skills? It seems like detailing requires a certain level of expertise. Do you need to be a pro to get started?
Not necessarily. That's actually the fourth reason. This business is so appealing. There are tons of resources available to help you develop your skills. The podcast episode mentions online courses, tutorials, and even shadowing experienced detailers.
So there's definitely a learning curve, but it's not insurmountable. You can build your expertise as you go.
Exactly. And as your skills improve, so does your earning potential.
But we'll dive into that a bit later. For now, let's focus on how you actually get this business rolling. The podcast episode breaks down the startup process into 6 clear steps.
Okay, let's hear it. What's step 1? First and foremost, you need a solid business plan. This is where you define your vision, your target market, the services you'll offer, and of course, crunch the numbers to make sure this is financially viable.
All right, so let's say you've got your business plan all mapped out. What about supplies? I'm imagining all sorts of cool gadgets and potions.
Well, it's not exactly Hogwarts, but you do need to invest in quality supplies, especially if you're going for that eco-friendly angle. Think microfiber towels, gentle brushes, and of course, those waterless washes.
Hold on. Waterless washes. Can you explain that? How do you wash a car without water?
It's pretty fascinating, actually. Waterless washes use a special solution that encapsulates dirt and grime, allowing you to wipe it away without needing buckets of water.
So it's like magic.
Not quite magic, but definitely innovative. It not only saves water, but also prevents those harsh chemicals found in traditional car washes from running off into the environment.
Okay, so that's supplies. What's the next step?
Your mobile unit. Since you will be working on the go, you need a vehicle that's properly equipped to transport all your supplies and tools. Think about storage, organization, and maintaining a professional appearance. You want your setup to inspire confidence in your clients.
Right, because first impressions are everything, especially when you're showing up at someone's home or office. Speaking of which, how do you actually get clients?
That's where marketing comes in. The podcast episode emphasizes the importance of local SEO. Using keywords like mobile car detailing near me can help you show up in search results when potential customers are looking for exactly what you offer.
Makes sense. People are always searching for convenient solutions online. It's all about being in the right place at the right time. digitally speaking.
Exactly. And don't underestimate the power of social media. Before and after photos of your detailing work can be incredibly effective in attracting new clients.
Okay, so you've got your supplies, your mobile unit is ready to roll,
Yeah.
and you're starting to get those marketing wheels turning. What's the final piece of the puzzle?
Pricing. You need to figure out what to charge for your services. The podcast recommends a tiered pricing structure. You might offer a basic wash for, say, $50, a more thorough wash and wax for $100, and then a premium detailing package for $200 or more.
So there's room to scale your pricing based on the complexity of the service. That makes sense. But how do you know what people are willing to pay?
Research is key. Look at what other mobile detailers in your area are charging. Consider your target market and what they value. And don't undervalue your time and expertise.
Right. You need to make sure you're making a profit while still being competitive. So we've covered the 6 steps to get started: business plan, supplies, mobile unit, skill development, marketing, and pricing. But I'm curious, what's the real secret sauce that makes this such a hit with customers?
Well, we've touched on it a few times already, but it really boils down to convenience. People love the idea of having a professional detailer come to them, whether it's at their home, their office, or even the local park while they're walking their dog. It's all about saving time and hassle.
Yeah, I'm starting to get why this is such a booming industry. It just makes life easier. But I'm guessing there's more to it than just convenience, right?
Absolutely. There's a lot more to unpack. And that's exactly what we'll be diving into in part 2. We'll explore the customer appeal in more detail, tackle the challenges of running a mobile auto spa, and of course, break down the earning potential. Stay tuned.
All right, looking forward to it. Welcome back to our deep dive into the world of mobile auto spas. We left off talking about the convenience factor, which is a major selling point for customers. But I think there's more to this appeal than just saving time. What are some of the other reasons people are choosing this over a traditional car wash?
Yeah, you're right. Convenience is just the tip of the iceberg. Customers are also drawn to the personalized service that a mobile auto spa provides. Think about it. At a traditional car wash, your car's just another one on the conveyor belt.
Right.
But with a mobile detailer, you're getting one-on-one attention and a service that's tailored to your specific needs.
So it's like having a personal stylist.
For your car. Exactly. And that level of personalization can make a big difference. Customers appreciate feeling like they're more than just a transaction. They want to know that the person detailing their car actually cares about the end result.
Yeah, it's like the difference between getting a haircut from someone
Yeah.
who just wants to get you in and out the door as quickly as possible
Yeah.
versus someone who takes the time to understand your hair type, your style,
Yeah.
and what you're looking for. You end up with a much better experience and a better haircut.
That's a great analogy. And speaking of better experiences, we can't forget about the eco-friendly aspect. We touched on this earlier, but it's worth emphasizing that this is a major draw for a lot of customers. People want to support businesses that are doing their part to protect the environment.
For sure.
And a mobile auto spa that uses waterless washes and biodegradable products fits the bill perfectly.
It's a win-win for everyone.
Yeah.
The customer gets a sparkling, clean car, and they feel good about supporting a business that's environmentally conscious.
Precisely. And for business owners, this is a great way to differentiate yourself from the competition. In a market that's becoming increasingly crowded, having that eco-friendly edge can really set you apart.
So we've got convenience, personalization, and environmental responsibility. It seems like mobile auto spas have a lot going for them. But let's get real for a moment. What are some of the challenges that come with running this type of business?
Well, as with any business, there are going to be obstacles to overcome. One of the biggest challenges for mobile auto spas is weather dependency. You're at the mercy of the elements. And rain or extreme heat can really disrupt your schedule.
That's a good point. You can't exactly detail a car in a downpour, so how do you deal with that?
Flexibility is key. You need to be prepared to reschedule appointments when necessary. And it's a good idea to have a backup plan. Maybe you can secure a covered workspace, like a parking garage, for those days when the weather just won't cooperate.
So it's all about being adaptable and having a plan B.
Exactly. Another challenge is competition. As mobile auto detailing becomes more popular, you're going to have to find ways to stand out from the crowd.
What are some strategies for doing that?
It's all about finding your niche and offering something unique. Maybe you specialize in a particular type of vehicle, like classic cars or luxury SUVs. Or maybe you offer a premium service that includes paint correction or ceramic coatings. The key is to find a way to differentiate yourself and give customers a reason to choose you over the competition.
So it's not just about being good at detailing. It's about being the best at what you do. and offering something that no one else can.
Precisely. And let's not forget about the challenge of building trust. You're going to be on people's property, working
Yeah.
on their vehicle. So it's essential to project professionalism and credibility.
What are some ways to do that?
Having a professional website and social media presence is a good start. Make sure you have clear communication with your clients, be on time for appointments, be respectful of their property, and always go the extra mile to exceed their expectations.
Yeah, it sounds like building trust is all about demonstrating that you're reliable, trustworthy,
Hmm.
and committed to providing a high-quality service.
Exactly. And once you've earned that trust, it becomes your most valuable asset because word-of-mouth marketing is incredibly powerful in this industry. Happy customers will tell their friends and family about you, and that's the best advertising you can get.
So it's not just about acquiring customers. It's about building relationships with them and turning them into loyal fans of your business.
Right. And speaking of building a successful business, I know there's one topic everyone's eager to hear about.
You're reading my mind. Let's talk about earning potential. What kind of income can someone realistically expect to make running a mobile auto spa?
Now we're getting to the good stuff. The podcast episode we're referencing provides some insights into this, and the numbers look pretty promising.
Okay, give me the rundown. What kind of figures are we talking about?
Well, as we mentioned earlier, mobile detailers typically use a tiered pricing structure. So your income will depend on the services you offer and how many clients you can.
Right, makes sense. But can you give us a ballpark figure?
Sure. The podcast gives an example of a detailer who charges $50 for a basic wash, $100 for a wash and wax, and $200 for a premium detailing package. If you service just 3 cars per day at an average of $100 per service, you're looking at $300 a day.
Wow, that's not bad at all. Especially considering you can set your own hours and be your own boss.
Exactly. And if you're consistently booked, you could be looking at $6,000 to $9,000 or more per month.
That's a pretty impressive income. But I'm guessing there's potential to earn even more than that.
Absolutely. There are several ways to boost your earning potential, for example. You can offer add-on services like headlight restoration, engine detailing, or interior shampooing.
Those are all great ideas, and I bet people would be willing to pay a premium for those extra services.
You're right. And another way to increase your income is to create subscription plans. For customers who want regular detailing, this provides them with convenience and predictable pricing, while also generating recurring revenue for your business.
That's a smart strategy. It's like having a built-in clientele.
Exactly. And as you build your reputation and clientele, you can gradually increase your prices to reflect your growing expertise and the value you provide.
So it's not just about getting started. It's about having a long-term vision
Yeah,
for growth and profitability.
right. And that brings us to a really interesting question. Is this just a niche business model? Or are we witnessing the start of a bigger shift in how people take care of their vehicles?
That's a great question, and one that we'll be exploring in more detail in the final part of our deep dive. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. We've spent this episode exploring the ins and outs of starting a mobile auto spa business. We've covered everything, from the nitty-gritty of supplies and pricing to the bigger picture of customer appeal and earning potential. But now it's time to tackle the big question, lingering in the air. Is this just a passing trend, or is this the future of car care?
It's a question worth pondering, and honestly, the more I learn about this business model, the more I'm convinced it's here to stay. I'm leaning that way too. Think about how much our lives have shifted towards on-demand services. We order food, groceries, and even get our laundry done with a tap on our phones. So why not car care?
Exactly. Convenience is king, and mobile auto spas deliver that in spades. But it's not just about saving time, it's also about the experience.
Right, it's about having a professional come to you and take care of your car with the utmost attention to detail, using eco-friendly products that are good for your car and the environment.
And let's not forget about the personalized touch. Mobile detailers can cater to individual needs and preferences in a way that traditional car washes simply can't.
It's like having a personal concierge for your car, someone who knows exactly what you want and how to make it happen.
I like that analogy. And speaking of trends, we can't ignore the growing emphasis on sustainability. Consumers are increasingly demanding eco-friendly options, and businesses that don't adapt risk being left behind.
Yeah, mobile auto spas are perfectly positioned to capitalize on this trend. With waterless washes and biodegradable cleaners, they offer a car care solution that's both convenient and environmentally responsible.
It's a win-win for everyone involved, and it speaks to a larger shift in consumer values. People are becoming more aware of their impact on the planet, and they're making conscious choices to support businesses that align with their beliefs.
I think that's a really powerful point. It's not just about offering a service anymore. It's about creating a business that reflects a certain ethos, a commitment to quality, convenience, and sustainability.
Well said. And if you think about it, mobile auto spas fit perfectly into the evolving landscape of the automotive industry, with the rise of electric vehicles, ride-sharing services, and autonomous driving. Car ownership is undergoing a transformation.
It's not just about owning a car anymore. It's about accessing transportation in a way that's convenient, affordable, and sustainable.
Exactly. And as that model evolves, so too will the way people care for their vehicles. Mobile auto spas are agile, adaptable, and customer-centric, all qualities that will be essential in the years to come.
So for our listener who's been with us on this deep dive,
Mm.
what's the takeaway? What should they be thinking about after listening to this episode?
I think the biggest takeaway is that this is an industry ripe with opportunity if you're entrepreneurial. Have a passion for cars and a commitment to sustainability. Starting a mobile auto spa could be a fulfilling and lucrative venture.
Even if starting a business isn't on your radar, this episode should give you a glimpse into the future of car care. It's a future where convenience, personalization, and environmental responsibility are paramount.
We've seen how mobile auto spas tick all those boxes, and how they're poised to play a significant role in the evolving automotive ecosystem.
So as you head out into the world, maybe with a freshly detailed car, thanks to a mobile auto spa, we leave you with this. What if the future of car care isn't just about keeping our vehicles clean? What if it's about reimagining the entire experience, making it more convenient, more sustainable, and more enjoyable for everyone involved?
That's a fantastic thought to leave our listeners with. Keep diving deep, everyone, and keep an eye out for those shining examples of innovation that are changing the world, one car wash at a time,